Hey guys, we're gonna try this Farming Simulator 17, a Let's Play version, see if I get any interest in it. This is closed casket. As you can see, I have played a little bit of it, but we'll start a new game for the Let's Play. We'll do normal. We'll do it on the Goldcrest Valley here. And we're gonna go with the female. Yeah, let's do that. So, and then obviously if you had pre-ordered or purchased before November 1st, you get these two mods or DLCs that come with it. So we're gonna load this up. So, I had, oh god, I played Farming Simulator, god only knows what it is now, 5 or 6 or 7, one of those long ago, and it was entertaining. I mean, gets a little repetitive after a while, but like I said, I've been playing this, I've had it for a few days now, I've played a couple hours worth just to see where we're at, and wanted to try to make a Let's Play video. See if there's any interest on it, and if there is, then we can go forth with another one. And if you guys would be so generous to give a like if you like it, and subscribe so that you guys don't miss anything. So yeah, so let's jump in and see where we're at. We're gonna do it realistic also, so you know, speed limits, all that. And you know what I've noticed on a lot of these Let's Play videos, or some of them, is they seem to, you know, jump ahead with a lot of money right off the bat, which that doesn't seem very realistic to me. So we're gonna do this from scratch with what's given to us. For anybody who hasn't played the game, it's actually really, it is entertaining, and there's a lot of different paths you can go on, which is kind of what happened with my first one. You know, I jumped right in and kind of didn't really focus on one area, and then kind of got sidetracked here and there. So we're gonna jump into the combine here, harvest this wheat, which is ready to go, and we'll start off with doing this so that we can get some money going. And let's get at it. So, harvest the wheat. You can turn the hay swath off, the straw swath that comes out the back, as you can see, but I'm gonna keep that enabled because what I'm gonna do is I am going to buy a baler, which you can use to create bales of straw, which then you can either feed to animals, or you can wrap those bales and then you can turn them into the other stuff there. I forget the exact terminology for what it's called, silith, and that's actually a lot more money that you get if you sell them, or you can use that as a feed also, which is a higher quality feed. So you can do all this stuff manually, get all this going, or if you press H, you hire a worker to do it for you. And typically they do a better job than you do at the beginning, because it is a real pain in the ass to get straight lines like that. So, and then this one over here This field needs to be cultivated because it was harvested already. So let's, while that other work is doing that, we can start in on this. Get a work at doing that, so that field gets going too. And cultivates it. The other thing I want to get is a plow, because that does work better. And then this field is ready to be seeded. As you can see down in the right hand corner there, you have your gas, the type of seed that you're using to seed with. So you can change that with Y. So you go from hay to barley to canola to soybeans, and then that, I forget which one that is. I believe that's the oil seed or whatever it's called, and then you can do just regular grass. We're going to use soybeans because that has a really good yield. So we're going to do that. Have another guy do that one. So it's like $1 a second or whatever it is for you to hire people to do it, which, whatever. You're losing a little bit of money, but life goes on. Okay, so this is the other tractor you start off with, and that's a harvest trailer, which tips and loads, or you can load it from different angles. So like, you can hook up to it, and if you come out over here, excuse me guys, if you come out over here and come along the side of this one, you know, it'll probably be better. Let me wait for him to come back around. This thing is a beast to try to back up, because as soon as you get off kilter on it, it's got a pivot point on it that will pivot in a completely different direction than you were going, see? And offshoots. So we'll wait for the combine to get going the other way, and we will come up next to it. So what you do, because these different combines can hold a certain amount, and once they're full, the hired worker you have will leave. So you know, make sure you don't just leave them alone if you do this with a hired worker, because he'll get about half the field done and then disappear on you. And then you'll be shit out of luck. Fill this one up, and I can go store it, and I can store it, or you can go and just sell it, which we might do just to make some extra money. So I do want to get that baler. So that will make a life. You can then bale that. Those rows of straw that are there, you can bale that up into nice bales, make some extra money off of it. And life gets better again. Do this for a little bit. See, if you're doing this yourself without a hired worker driving, then you have to do all that and then wait, get all the way full, then wait, and then bring the trailer around. So we're just gonna spend the extra little bit of money that it, I mean, what's it? I've spent $670 or so. And you dump this in and it goes into your silo. It goes right into those silos, and then when you want to take it out, you just come around this side to this end here, park underneath there, and then it says start filling. You hit the R and then you pick. So right now I have 105,261 units of wheat, 65,000 of barley, 58 canola, sunflowers, soybeans, corn, and then back to the wheat. And that's how you'd load that up. So, but what I am going to want to do is, like I said, I want to get a baler. I think the balers run 50, let's see. So to get into the store, you press P, and then you get all these goodies here. So we want to look at, we do want to get a sprayer too for these fields that we're going to be planting, because you can fertilize each field 3 times, and each time you fertilize it ups the yield by 30%. So if you fertilize it the 3 times that you can during the crop cycle, you almost double your production out of that field. So these are much worthwhile. They are a little heavy. You want to put a weight on the front of the tractor, which means the only one that, this is the one you typically buy at first, especially with the field sizes that you have. This one works really well, but you do want to have weight on the front of it, on the front of the tractor that you're using. And the tractors you start off with, 24,000. So the tractors you start off with, only the blue one, that's the only one that you, New Holland is the only one that has the attachment for a front weight on it, so that you can add a front weight to it. So baling technology, the cheapest one you got is this one right here for 58,000. So you can either take the loose straw and turn it into bales, or you can use the, where are we here? Load wagons. This will collect the hay and leave it in its raw form, or straw, in its raw form, and just collect it into a trailer as you're driving along instead of baling it. And that way then you can use the straw and you can make silage out of that. Still, you just put it in the little holding areas next to pig farms or cow farms. There's little holding areas actually that you put it in, and you pack it down. You use the levelers. Levelers used to move chaff and silage, and the leveler heaps in the silos. I don't think you need that, but and then basically just drive up over it a couple times with the tractor, and then over time it turns into silage and you can sell that. You can do that, or you can do the bales where you bale it and then wrap it, and then that turns it into silage. Does the same thing pretty much. Either one has an extra step. You either have to wrap it or you have to kind of tamp it down in a silage holding area, and then cover it. There is cruise control. I just don't see. It's a little faster because this one is faster. You can change the different speeds. And obviously that didn't work, so let's back underneath this so that we can clear some more of it out of the tank. There we go, thank you. That guy is happily going along that. And we can just kind of leave this here for the time being. Trains, those are fun. Alright, so let's see. So yeah, the silage, we're going to need a sprayer, which means we're going to need to do some side work, contracts. So your pig farm is up here, up on top of this hill over here. And it's the New Holland. This guy's going to town seeding the soybeans. We'll go up here. This is where the pig farm is, stay to the right. You get a little water fill station there, make it a little easier so you don't have to haul it all the way up here. So this here is your pig farm. So you get pigs and you can put them in there. Yeah. And then a little storage area there for stuff if you want to keep certain items up here, like a water tank. This is the slurry pump, which Happy Pigs create slurry, which you can use as a fertilizer. This is the silage holding area if you want to make silage. This is where you would stack. In that area there you would put the hay in there, dump the hay in there, and then run it over with the tractor and then cover it, and that would ferment it into silage, which you can then feed the pigs with that. You can feed the pigs with that into this feed trough here. This is the feed trough here, and then the water trough because you have to give them water also, is over here, which you need a water tank for. Fill that with water and keep that fill. So if you go on to your menu here, you can go over to the animal section here, and you see any animals that you have. It'll tell you how many you have, what productivity they're at, what their reproduction rate is, next animal, how much liquid manure they're producing, how much regular manure. So the liquid manure is the slurry, and then this is the regular manure that you can go in and get and spread as fertilizer. Also cleanliness, which means how clean their cage is, how much water they have, how much straw they have blown in there for their bedding, the corn, because they'll eat anything. They're pigs, they'll eat anything. So the silage is really good for the cows. Cows do really good off silage. And then the power food, obviously, which is a special food that you can, I believe, you buy for them, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. I have not reached stages where I get animals yet. I'd like to get some pigs. I just don't. I have not gotten to the money for that yet. So here's the prices for selling stuff. As you can see, you got wheat, barley, canola, sunflower, soybeans, corn, potatoes, beets, manure, silage, wool. I'm not sure what that is, honestly. That's probably grass. Oh no, that's wood chips, sorry. Wood chips. Then you got this, I believe, is considered silage. I believe, not silage, excuse me. Yeah, silage. And then this is just regular bales of hay. And then this is grass, and then this is straw. So, yeah, so this is silage, this is grass, this is bales of hay, this is grass, this is straw. So this is the prices you get. As you can see, the bales, the straw, and the grass you can only sell to your barn. It's the only area that'll accept them. Silage goes to the biogas plant. I believe you can sell it into the barn and it'll sell it there, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Wood chips goes to the sawmill. Wool goes to the spinnery. And then you get a couple different places for some of the other stuff. So slurry you can sell to either the Wright or the biogas plant. Manure, you get two places, Mary's Farm and Biogas. These will go up and down. So if you sell a lot of one thing, say you just empty out your wheat, and these up here are how much you have of each. That's how much you have in liters. So if, say, you took your 105,000 of wheat and sold it, you're going to see, because you flooded the market, all these prices drop dramatically. So you really don't want to do that. The green are the best prices you can get. The red are obviously the lowest. The green usually means there's a demand for it at that area, and those prices are typically higher. The red means that they really don't want it. Arrows going down means the prices are going down in those areas. Green arrows going up means they're going up. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Map overview. So at the beginning you start off with 12, 14, and 15 are yours. And then the big farm's up here, which is yours also. You can buy all of these other ones for a price. But so for instance, let's see, we're here, let's go over to field 7 and see what they say. So you can buy them for a price. When you first start off, so what you can do, so where are we right now? 9 makes your mini-map bigger. So it is right there. Okay. And then 9 makes it go away, and 9 puts the small one back on there. So if we go over to here, to field number 7, there's a little icon for it. There it is. So it looks like this is probably going to be a seeding job, more than likely, because it looks like everything, it's all plowed and ready to go. Either that or it could be a fertilizer they could have just planted. Alright, so park, and I'll tell you right now, park this thing out of the way, because if you do accept this right here, if it allows you to, and that truck is in the way, it's going to cause havoc. So, you press R. It is fertilizing. So, if you look at it, you have no standing with him yet, because obviously you haven't done anything for him. So, you can buy this field for 117. I haven't changed this from pounds to dollars. As you can tell, I'm obviously from America. So it gives you the hectares, which, yeah, let me fix something real quick, because that's, sorry for anybody that uses that stuff. I don't. So, okay. Alright, so this tells you that he wants you to fertilize it. It's going to give you $3,464 to fertilize it. It's going to tell you you have 8 minutes and 39 seconds to complete it, and this is the equipment you're going to get. So it's going to be a slurry sprayer. So if you accept it, give it a sec, it'll pop up, and then you're in. So what you want to do, come up to it, grab onto the weight, grab onto the tank. Yeah, this is a small little tank. Okay, not quite sure what the spray radius is on this one, so we're going to start off over here. And back off so we can see what radius we get. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a pretty good radius, so we're going to kick it over a little bit. Could probably even kick it over a little bit further. So what you're going to notice is it's kind of hard to see, but you see how the soil is getting darker in that one area? That's the lines you're going to want to try to follow, which I'm doing a terrible job at, obviously. But those are the lines you want to follow. You don't have to worry about running out. You don't run out on these little side missions. That doesn't happen. What you want to make sure you do is get good coverage, because if you do miss a spot, you're going to have to try to find it, and it's going to waste valuable time. If you look up in the right hand corner, you can see the time you have left and the amount you have completed. So I'm just about a quarter of the way done. You don't have to get every little single bit on any of the missions, no matter what it is. No, you don't. It's just, they don't make you. So don't worry about getting every little bit of it. The bigger the field, the little bit more that you can miss. Like I know I'm missing over there on the left hand side just a little bit. And if you leave the field for too long, you lose. So this is a good way to make money. It's also, the more jobs you complete for a certain field, a certain farm, the lower the price will be if you want to buy it. They give you a discount on it. So that also helps. Like I said, you don't have to get every little speck. You do have to get the majority of it, but they give you some spots to miss, so. If you guys have any suggestions, comments, feel free to leave them. I do read them. I do respond to them very quickly, so you're not talking to deaf ears when it comes to me and comments. And the only thing I do ask is, if you enjoy it at all, feel free, please hit that like button. That lets me know that I'm doing something you guys are interested in, that you want to watch. Subscribe. That helps too. That way I know you guys are interested, and I'll keep going with this. If you're looking to find anything on this, feel free to ask. Never hurts. I will tell you that I am by no means any kind of master of this game, so what I can help you with is I will give it my best. I'm really good at looking stuff up on Google, so there we go. So you also, what you'll notice, it says time bonus. You get a bonus based on how much time you have left. The more time you have left, the bigger your time bonus is going to be. So great, we just made $4,572. Bravo. For what, 6 minutes worth of work maybe? And that's good. So might not have been the prettiest thing, but hey, it's something. Get you some money, kind of, you know, offsets the fact that you get some workers working for you over there doing some other stuff. Let's see, maybe we can do another one real quick on another small little one. Let's 8. Let's go over to 8 and see what they're looking for, see if it's different than just fertilizing. Maybe it is. Show you guys something else. So it should be this little one right here. And like I said, make sure you don't park where you're going to be in the way of whatever you're doing. This looks like a beet. Yeah, those are sugar beets or whatever they're called. Maybe it's a harvesting one. Let's see. Harvesting, there we go. So, $15,176. 37 minutes, 56 seconds. And this field's pretty cheap to buy, but it is also small. So hey, so if you guys are looking to do something but you have a time limit, say you're going somewhere soon or whatever, you're going to bed and you don't want to be doing it for a while, because I know there is you know, quest things, missions here that give you 2 hours to get them done. So obviously if it's giving you 2 hours to get it done, it's gonna take you a little bit to get it, even with the time bonus and everything that goes along with that. So just be aware of that when you're taking missions. They do not save. So if you take a mission and have to stop, you will not be able to go back to it. Now this is something different. So the thing on the front, this is kind of a twofer. I know, make fun of me all you want. I'm from Boston. Half of you probably won't be able to understand the damn thing I'm saying. So on the front, so you're gonna change the tool with G. You're gonna lower the defoliator, which is the thing on the front, which will rip the plants up, rip the tops off of the plant, because when you're getting beets or potatoes, you don't want those parts, those are useless. So this one will do that. So turn it on, and then G again to turn back to the harvester, and you want to turn that on, and then just go. And it'll start seeing working its way through. You can press 3 for cruise control. See, even though this is a small field, because of the harvesting equipment you're using, it's going to take longer to do because it has such a small area of impact per se. And because of that, that's why it gives you a little bit longer. Once you get through this, turn off the harvester because that slows you down, and you can kind of just, now another thing you can do is, especially when you have a large piece of equipment like this, don't worry about so much about going up and down, because you're going to waste time doing that, trying to line up and then go perfect down the path and all that. What you can do is kind of a zigzag pattern or a snake kind of pattern, where when you come out the other side, instead of backing up, going forward, backing up, which obviously you can see over here, you don't have a whole lot of room. So once the harvester gets to where it's done harvesting, you just make a gentle turn, come back in, try to line up as close as you can to make them as straight as possible. And this is how you do it. You know, it looks kind of wonky, but it works. You save a lot of time in the long run because, remember, you get a time bonus for how quickly you get the fields done, or the percentage that you're trying to get of the field done. So this, you are getting a time bonus for it. That's what gives you, they did fix it, I guess in the last patch you used to get a lot more, but you don't anymore. So you still get a good amount of money for the time bonus, so it makes it worthwhile to, you know, you still got to get the right amount, but to get it and get going. Like I said, I know it looks wonky, and it is hard to get the rows just right, that you don't end up with a little sliver that you have to get. But hopefully if you get it all, you might be able to skip that little sliver, because remember, you don't have to get every single piece of it. And just go along and do it. Oh, the other thing, so when you're doing your own fields and you're not on a mission, down on the right hand side there you see the gas, and then you see the capacity is what that lower number is of whatever the harvester or the combine you're running is at. So as you can see right now, it says I'm at 75% filled, 76, and it's going up pretty quick. So what I was concerned with when I first started playing some of these bigger fields was running out of room in the harvester or the combine, and then what? Do you have to go get a trailer? What the hell do you have to do? Because that's going to take a lot of time, and I didn't bring a trailer. You don't have to worry about it. It'll get up. Like, you see how fast it got to 79%, and we're only a quarter of the way done. So you figure, oh, screw it. I'm going to get halfway, maybe a third of the way, and I'm going to be screwed. That's not how it works. It will never fill up on a mission. You will never need to offload it. You don't have to worry about that when you're on a mission. When you're on your own farm, you do. But when you're on a mission, you do not have to worry about filling. It will never reach capacity on a mission, which is good to know. So, just putting it out there for you guys, because I have watched a few of these Let's Plays. I believe it's Daggerdale. I watched a few of his, and I might have missed it on the episode or not, but he did a few missions and he never really mentioned that, so I get nervous when I did my first really big one like this, and all of a sudden I was getting to capacity, and I was getting nervous that I wasn't going to be able to, get the good time bonus because I was running out of space, and I was going to have to figure out how to go get a trailer. But you never actually ever reach capacity. So this sugar beets. Obviously there are machines you can get for the potatoes and the beets that do this a lot a lot better. I know that's not a word, but it does it a lot more efficient. There you go. That's a better use of the term. But they're also highly expensive. And this is a mission, so you don't get to choose. You just do it. Just do it. So, well, I'm going to lead off for you guys here, and I think I've talked and mumbled on long enough. Like I said, it's a closed casket. If you find this enjoyable in any sort of way, helpful, useful, if you get a giggle out of it, hey, hit that like button for me so I know you guys are interested, and then yeah, subscribe, because I'll come out with some more if you guys seem interested in this. If not, I'm sure you'll let me know. Alright guys, good luck. I'll see where this goes, see if you guys look for more. Yeah, good harvesting.